On this episode of Dirt Road Traveler, we're visiting St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Rams, the Blues, the Cards, the Gateway Arch, Budweiser, and Gone with the Wind. Well, after a crazy rainstorm and what's turned into an almost 2-hour rain delay, we're arriving at Busch Stadium for our 6th and final game of the road trip. And it's a rematch of the Cubs and Cardinals that we had in our game last Sunday afternoon.
By the way, with the rainbows and the arch and all that, that's what we do at baseball heaven. That's what you do, right? Yeah. You order it up.
That's fantastic. I thought he was going to catch it. Need help, baby?
This monument to the police officers of St. Louis who have given their lives is even more dramatic at night. And we came back day after the game here just to get a bit of a view without the clouds and the rain that we had last night that delayed the start of the game actually by almost 2 hours. So here's the other entrance, and this is a beautiful ballpark here at Busch Stadium. Just outside the Budweiser Brewery is this old Art Deco style police station. It contains a shooting range and a maintenance garage today, but check that sign out. It is very, very cool. This should be fun. We're starting this morning here in St. Louis at Budweiser for their 1.5 hour-ish tour. So let's go on inside. An awesome new reality sign.
Did somebody say beer?
First stop is the Clydesdales.
Now that Warm Springs Ranch is going to be our breeding facility for those Clydesdales, so a lot of our babies, moms, and female Clydesdales are going to be kept out at that ranch. Now we're going to talk some specifics about these Clydesdales that you see here, starting off with a newborn. A newborn Clydesdale is going to stand at about 3.5 feet tall and weigh about 150 pounds.
This is Lloyd. Lloyd is eating his late brunch. Lloyd is huge. Lloyd is about 2,000 pounds. Okay, that's cool. Signed by the team. What could go wrong starting at 9:30 in the morning? Well, if you like things beer, we cannot recommend this Budweiser tour highly enough. We had a great time, saw lots of wonderful Bud-isms, had some beverages, and we got these really cool cans of beer that were bottled yesterday. So thank you, Budweiser. We really enjoyed our time here at the Bud Brewery in St. Louis.
Sure.
Well, Budweiser was amazing. We're walking over to the Gateway Arch now, and The route between our hotel and the Arch has some great parks. We're going to show you some video right now of some of the statues, but it also gave us an opportunity to stop for a geocache, our first one in Missouri. We didn't get a chance in Kansas City. So have a look. That's what the cache container looked like. And we're carrying on now to look at some sculptures and then down to the Arch. So at Chestnut and 10th, along our walk to the Gateway Arch, is this amazing walk around sculpture park. So we're heading in there right now to get a closer look at some of these sculptures. This is Mr. Scarecrow. And this is known as Zenit. And what we didn't know before we came up here is there's also an awesome little water park for the kids. And at this point, we're sort of right beside Busch Gardens as well. So great spot for people in the community. This is spectacular. The cardinals singing in the background couldn't be any more impressive. The Mississippi River flows right behind the Gateway Arch. And visiting in town today is the new Viking Mississippi River cruise ship. It holds 350 approximately passengers with 150 crew. And this is its inaugural season. So the last time we were in St. Louis, we did journey up to the top of this amazing Gateway Arch. Gateway to the Midwest. And we can't go back up because last time we discovered I'm far too tall to be taking that trip up to the top. But if you are in St. Louis, it is definitely worth getting up to the top and having a look at the Mississippi River. Another interesting thing about St. Louis is it's part of the Lewis and Clark Historic Trail, which was a fur trading route back in the 1760s. So as we drove into St. Louis yesterday afternoon and drove past the old City Hall building, we were like, oh, that place looks like it's haunted. So no, it's the City Hall, but it's also on Route 66, the Missouri section of Route 66. And right beside the City Hall is Ulysses S. Grant. We're heading to the Ferris Wheel. We're walking along, I think, Market Street. And we're treated to the Aloe Plaza water fountain. It's quite nice. Well, I bet it's not a surprise. That's right. We're riding the Ferris Wheel. We can't seize us a Ferris wheel and not jump on that Ferris wheel. So let's see what kind of views we get here in St. Louis. From here, we can see the Gateway Arch and the city skyline here in St. Louis. It's a great ride in this Ferris wheel. Well, if you come to St. Louis with your kids, the City Museum looks like a super cool spot. There were a lot of kids, so we didn't go in. But check this out. There's even a school bus up on the roof. There's a jet airplane that the kids can go into, and also a spaceship and some other steel thing for kids that are climbing in it right now. Pretty cool. So we're at Rosalitas Cantina for our final dinner here in the States, and this is the most massive amount of food. We really hope that you've enjoyed our visit to St. Louis. And if you did enjoy it, please think about giving us the thumbs up and maybe even hitting that subscribe button. We really like having more people in our community watching the Dirt Road Traveler project. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this episode of Dirt Road Traveler in St. Louis.